Hello and good morning, all of my friends in the CARE network. My name is Jennifer, and I am a teacher in Idaho that recently sent her first overseas care package to a service member. I am so excited. I had a little bit of a learning curve because I had never done one of those before, and I use Click and Ship all the time to send domestic packages, lots of letters in bulk to trainees at Fort Jackson. So I use Click and Ship for everything, but I had not done it for international. I'm going to attempt to make a very quick little video. Being a teacher, I like to make videos to help people learn new things. And so I thought this would be helpful to those of you that want to use Click and Ship, but you're not 100% sure on how to do it. I don't want to write out the customs forms that are in, quadruple, duplicate, whatever they are. And I don't always have time to have that much time in the line at the post office. So here we go. First of all, USPS.com. Log in if you have an account. If you don't have an account, I recommend that you create one. And then I went to send this tab here, click and ship. When this comes up, I still use the familiar features. I haven't started using the enhanced version yet. It is going away, so I guess I will have to learn that. And then, so you're going to have in your return address. I'm scrolling past that kind of quick. So the very first thing you'll enter right above where I scrolled past is your address, where it is coming from. I like to get tracking notifications. So I will put in my text, I will put in my number, and then that'll send me a text message. I like to get all updates, mainly because I'm nosy, being a teacher that I am. And then we come to delivery address. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to leave the country at United States. This is really important for you to get the domestic rates to send a box overseas. And then you're going to put in your contact name. Okay, so here's the thing. Don't put any service member. Okay, don't do that. Awesome service member, any service member, you can't do that. What you want to do is put the name of your contact. Where is the box actually going? Then if you have it, you're going to put in the rank of the person. Okay, let's make them a sergeant first class, just because that's awesome. And then you're going to put in your address. So let's say that you have, an address like this, and then you have a unit. I'm going to make up a unit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for city, you're going to put that APO that we always see, APO for city. And for state, when you click on it, right up here at the top, it says AA, AE, and AP. And you will need to choose the one that goes with your address. So an APO AA, APO AE, APO AP. Okay. Then you're going to have it a zip code. I'm actually going to use the zip code I was given because I need you to see some of the features that will pop up. I did not save it to my book or use a reference number. Didn't use an email notification for the recipient or hold it post office. Shipping date. Now, depending on how fast your turnaround time is, you can select up to 3 days later. So I have a box ready to go. I will probably mail it Monday at the latest. So I'm going to select Monday for now. And then you're going to do package details. Choose the ship flat rate. Use the post office packaging. That is the best way that you can get the flat rate discount for the domestic shipping. Then, all right, here, are you shipping dangerous goods or hazardous materials? No, I'm not. I'm just sending little goodies. And then priority mail under service type. Select service and packaging. Now, here's where you have options. So The medium flat rate box is a great all-encompassing box to send to your service member. If you have a smaller amount of stuff to send, you can just click the padded flat rate envelope, which is a little bit cheaper. So you've got your medium flat rate cost of $17.10. Scroll down, you get $100 insurance for free. No selection. You're gonna scroll down. Okay, so we got the insurance. The tracking is free, by the way, and it shows you your rate. So tracking is free, insurance $100, and flat rate, domestic prices. This is great. You're gonna hit continue. And then this is very important. You wanna click on return to sender. Okay, so if something happens to that box and it cannot be delivered to who it is intended to go to, it will get sent back to you. Then package information. Now here is the fun part. First of all, content. You want to go ahead and select gifts. That would be the easiest thing to do because it is a gift for a service member. And then maybe you'll put in here like you can put snacks. Man, I cannot spell today. Snacks, hygiene, which I can't spell that either. I'm a math teacher, so spelling is not part of my repertoire. And then maybe you put office products. Okay, so, or you just put snacks and hygiene. Very generic, very short. Okay, you don't need anything here in these others. You actually don't even need a contents description, but this little asterisk right here says contents, and you do have to choose one of these. Okay, everything else here you could leave blank if you want to. When you scroll down to set to information, step 8, this is where it gets a little more detailed. So I suggest having all of your items out in front of you, or at least one of them. So if you've got 15 fruit snacks, you really just need one of the little packages. And I actually do have a little kitchen scale because it does ask for weight of things. But you can also just look at the package, multiply by however many you have to get a more accurate weight. So I'm just going to show you 2 examples. Let's say that I want to send goldfish crackers, and it's a 6-pack. All right, I buy the multi-pack. The total, let's say I spent $6.38 at, I don't know, Walmart, Target, something. Okay, so this is how much I paid for it. It's a quantity of 1 because I've already notated that I have a 6-pack. And then let's say that entire 6-pack is, I don't know, let's say it's 13 ounces. Sometimes I will actually look at the ounces for one tiny little package and then just multiply it by 6. Especially if I'm taking things out of the original box or shrink wrap, just to make the packing a lot easier, kind of like a Tetris to get everything in there. And then here you want the tariff number. You have to do a lookup. I didn't really understand this at first. It took me a while. So it's actually pretty easy. You have to add a little more detail. So here's my goldfish crackers 6-pack. And then category. You want to scroll down and choose what category your item falls under. So goldfish falls under food and groceries. And then here you can see all of the options that you have, right? It's actually really cool. This is pretty impressive. So then I'm just actually going to put other food items, or sometimes I'll do treats. I just kind of make it a little generic. Still, it's the 1 6-pack. Country of origin is United States. I paid $6.38. Some of these things are auto-populated. Item detail, again, you can be a little more descriptive if you want. Brand, I did put in the brand of each item. I didn't want anything to come back to me, so I was a little nervous. The UPC code, you just type that in. So that's like a random UPC code that I just made up. Total weight, 13 ounces. And I did not do the product dimensions because they're all going in the box. It doesn't matter to me. And it's not asterisk, right? All the little asterisk things. So the quantity, right? Whoa. You have to have the description. You have to have the quantity. You have to have the price and the weight. And then you hit continue. Okay, so once you do that, if you scroll down, you'll see that it has populated that line item for me. I don't have to write it out. And the beauty of this service is you can do 1 to 30 items. So let's say that I had a toothbrush, right? Toothbrush, and I paid, let's say I paid $1.97 for it. I have one of them, and it was, I don't know, 6 ounces maybe. So put that in, go to look up tariff. So toothbrush category. So now this is beauty and health, right? Not food, beauty and health. And then I'm going to click my subcategory, dental fittings and hygiene. I have one of them. United States is the origin, paid $1.27. Toothbrush, again, brand, let's say it's Colgate. UPC code again. Okay, total weight is 6. It's already got that populated. No dimensions. Hit continue. And then you'll see that your second item pops up. You'll notice that it has your description, country of origin, weight, value. It also assigns it a tariff number based on what category it falls under. And so I think this is the really important part. So I'm just going to do those 2. But again, you can do up to 30 different types of items. And it just puts it all here for you. The more items you have, the longer the table will be when you print out the one page. Okay, so export information. So right here, if you hit select, you want this one. This says package ultimate destination is APO, FPO, or DPO location. Okay, so I had an APO address, so that's where it's going. And then make sure that you read these restrictions and make sure that like double check, because I almost included some over-the-counter pain relievers. And when I read this, it says that I cannot send over-the-counter vitamins, prescriptions, supplements, or anything for individuals, to individuals for human or animal use. So since I'm not a pharmacy, a hospital, a clinic, or a distributor, I can't send that. So I left that out of my box, sadly. So just be very careful when you're finalizing your customs form. You will hit continue. And then you'll see, like, here is my label, right? So I had this one from a little bit ago, 5 minutes ago, right? I have this one here, and it's going, and you'll notice I'm paying the domestic prices over here. If you need to go back and edit anything, you can, all right? If you forgot something. When you're doing the customs form, I did have my receipt and my Walmart and Target app handy just in case I needed to look up the price of something, mainly because all the products have the UPC code. I wasn't worried about that. But you'll click billing information. Okay, by the way, if you ever need to get rid of a shipping label, like I don't need this one here, I would hit delete. Are you sure? Absolutely. I'm only sending this one. So you can always edit and delete those. Billing information, this is where you will decide how you're going to pay for. You do have to click the box that says I hereby authorize. And then once you have done that, you can choose how you're going to pay. I am not going to actually click on those because I don't want to actually pay for this sample box. And you'll see your domestic price. what will happen is when you get your, it'll come up on the next screen and you'll have to select that you're going to print it. You have to, you'll see where you have to select the item that you're going to print. And what's going to happen is it's going to print one sheet of paper. At the top of the paper, like up here at the top, it'll have all of the shipping information that you have entered. And then the bottom half of the paper will be all of the line items that you have entered, those 1 to 30 items. And so what happened is I was a little nervous. I had done it wrong. I took that piece of paper to my post office and I had my box. And my wonderful post lady said that she had never seen one so thorough. So I was very pleased. She looked it over. She scanned it into the system. She put her international stamp, that they have to put on it. She grabbed a plastic sleeve that went on top of my sealed box. She folded the paper, put it in that plastic sleeve, which protects it from the elements, obviously, and then took the package and sent it on its way. It is still in transit, and I just watch periodically. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see when it is delivered. But basically, I just wanted to give you a little rundown on the click and ship because it took me a little while to figure it out. Please reach out to our admins if you have any questions. They are amazing. They are the pros. I just happen to want to share some information to make it easier for those of you using click and ship if you're not familiar with it, especially if you are new to sending care packages. Keep doing all that you do for our service members. They need us, and it is such a blessing to be part of the group. So keep on keeping on. Have a great day, and we'll see you on Facebook.